Hi Gemini, welcome to April 2016. This is a firepower month and you are driven by fire and passion and purpose. It's really exciting. There is a fiery Aries new moon on April 7th, and this brings the action for you to your hopes and wishes, your goals, your friends, where you network, the love you receive from others, the money you make from the business you own, or the money you make from the company you work for, sudden opportunities, sudden breakthroughs, new experiences. It's very exciting. So you are focused on your goals this month, and it is about working with your passion and being driven by your purpose. It's really cool what's going on here. Now, we have the Aries new moon on April 7th, and Aries sextiles Gemini, because Aries is fire, and you're air. And when you feed the fire, the air grows. So it's a very positive energy for you. You have the sun and the moon coupled in Aries at 18 degrees. Venus went into Aries on the 5th. Uranus is in Aries. So there's a lot of firepower here this month, and it's really fun. Now, there's another story going on this month, and that is about the mutable signs. Neptune is in Pisces, in your destiny in the world, your career legacy in the world, what you do in the world, your reputation in the world, your profession in the world. Jupiter is in Virgo, in the area of your foundation, your home, where you live. Mars is in Sagittarius, with Saturn in Sagittarius, in the area of relationships. They're forming a powerful T-square. This is on this month and next month. And this is on at the Aries new moon on the 7th and the Scorpio full moon on the 21st. So this energy is on, and it's very important because for you, you're the missing leg. So the way out from this T-square with Saturn in Sagittarius, Mars in Sagittarius, Neptune and Jupiter is Gemini. So the way out. So whenever you have a T-square, you always look for the missing leg. And the missing leg is Gemini. So the answer for all of us is to move through Gemini. So for you, it's all about you. It's about looking at what you're doing. It's about looking at how you're going about it. Using the power of your mind to create what you want. And Mars is going retrograde in Sagittarius on the 17th, and Mars will go direct on June 29th. It's not unusual. He retrogrades every 2 years. And for you, this is about looking at your important alliances, looking at your partnership, looking at all of your partnerships, and looking at the pros and cons, looking at, what you're receiving as well as what you're giving. And let's take a look at, how the alliances are serving you. So this is an important time with the Mars retrograde in this area to really look at how these alliances are serving you and working for you. You see, because this mutable T-square here is on at the Scorpio full moon on the 21st. And that brings the action to the work that you do. Okay? Taurus is 12 signs from you, so when the sun enters Taurus, you're in your 6-week cycle, 6 weeks before our birthday. We get the entire solar year lessons up until our birthday, and then you get the new light energy on your birthday, which carries you for the next solar year. I'll talk more about that next month, and certainly in June when we get to your time, when the spotlight's on you. But it's kind of on you now too, because you are the missing leg in this mutable T-square with the Pisces, the Virgo, the Saggies, and the Geminis. You're it. You're the way out. And so this is a big focus going on here this month and next month too. And even at the Scorpio moon, which brings the action to how you work, who you're working with, your health, your well-being, how you're taking care of yourself. The better we feel, the more we can do. And so this is important for you to look at where you're putting your energy. Now at the Aries energy, you know, the first 3 weeks of April, you're really looking at your goals. You're really looking at, okay, what do I want to accomplish this year? What am I going for? What am I trying to accomplish this year? You're really looking at that. Then, as the energy moves more into Taurus and Scorpio, by the 19th, the sun enters Taurus. And then we're at the Scorpio full moon at the 22nd. And there really isn't anything going on with that moon. I mean, it's an opposition, and full moons bring conscious awareness to whatever we're doing, especially in the area of relationships. And so they're always potent. But the action is really with the mutable at that time. Now, there's something else happening here too, which is fabulous. Your ruling planet enters Taurus on the 5th, and it forms a grand Earth trine with Pluto in Capricorn in the area for you, partnership, shared resources, to Jupiter in the area of your home, any real estate you are involved with, to Mercury in the area of dreaming for you, behind the scenes work. It's in Taurus. It's going to be in Taurus for a while here because Mercury goes retrograde April 28th and goes direct May 22nd. And this whole time, Mercury is retrograde, is forming a gorgeous grand Earth trine with Pluto and Jupiter. This is fantastic because this is about healing, this is about prosperity, this is about, for some of you, you could be becoming debt-free. For some of you, you could be getting some sort of very lucrative real estate deal. For some of you, you are launching a new home-based business, and it's going to be very profitable. If you're doing something from the home, it could be very profitable, as well as healing. Earth rules matter, the physical body we reside in. It rules abundance, money, coin, prosperity. And when it forms a grand Earth trine, it's gifts from the gods. So it's like God is showing the way out for all of us. With the mutable T-square, it's through Gemini, which is you take action, you be the leader, you go after what you want. With the Earth, it's about healing your body, healing from a surgery, healing debt, like healing, eliminating debt, becoming debt-free. With Mercury in Taurus, and it's going to be camped out there for a while, and Mercury is your ruling planet, it is about looking at your dreams. It's about looking at unfinished business. What unfinished business do you need to finish, right? Whenever planets retrograde, it gives us the opportunity to go back over things, to look at our strategies, to look at what we're doing. And maybe we can do it in a different way. Maybe we need a new way of doing something. Maybe we need a new coach, or a new dentist, or a new doctor, or a new advisor, right? This is a time for you to look at your strategies, to look at what you're doing, and reinvent yourself. Reinvent how you're going about things so that you're getting what you want. But you are on purpose this month. You are driven by passion. You are driven by purpose this month. You are focused on your goals. You are focused on going after whatever it is you want. And it's exciting. It's really exciting. I like what I'm seeing here. And you can really get a lot done before that Mercury goes retrograde. And you can still get things done when Mercury's retrograde. We can't stop business, we can't stop life because Mercury retrogrades. because that happens, this year 4 times this year, right? We can't, he retrograded in Capricorn in January, he will retrograde in Capricorn in December. Here he's retrograding in Taurus, then he's going to retrograde in Virgo in September in the next eclipse cycle. So that should be interesting. Now, here it is about you eliminating debt, maybe refinancing something. For some of you, you might be refinancing your mortgage, refinancing your car, refinancing student debt. This is the time to do it. Take a look at whatever you're doing, your goals, your money, your life, and look at your strategies. What strategy am I using to eliminate debt? Where can I make some changes so that I achieve that goal? You're feeling very driven this month to fulfill your purpose, to accomplish things, to get things done. And part of you, there may be a time like, especially when we get into this Sun in Taurus, on the 19th, is like you may find yourself, am I in a fantasy here, or is this really happening? Am I just dreaming away? And no, you can make things happen, and you can accomplish things, and you can achieve your goals. So, fantasy, is some of that is going on for some of you, especially if you're born 10 days in to Gemini, because you got the Neptune there with you. But Saturn is opposing, and Saturn is reality. And there's no fantasy with Saturn. It's like just the reality. And so even if you're feeling kind of, I'm in a fantasy here about what I'm doing, Saturn is the coffee. Saturn will wake you up and go, oh, really? How are you going to do that? How are you going to make that happen? If for some of you, if you're wrestling with Neptune, take your time and don't be in a hurry to make things happen. This is a general forecast for all Geminis. Some of you have already been through the Neptune transit. For some of you, it's way out, years from now, you're not in it. But for those of you in it, you are in fantasy land. And even if you put all your energy into something and it doesn't turn out, that's because of Neptune. But it's a transit, it passes, it's not permanent. But when you're in the wonderful world of Neptune, reality goes out the window. And putting more energy and effort into something doesn't change it when you're in a Neptune, dead on with your sun. For some of you, you are. Most of you, you're not. You've already been through it, or you haven't gone through it yet. You're not alone. The Sagittarians are going through it. The Virgos are going through it. The Pisces are experiencing it. So everyone born 10 days in to their sign is in a Neptune transit. And it is a weird energy. And when I get with clients and they're in it, you can just hear it because they're trying to make plans from their dreams. And that is not the best approach. You always want conscious awareness in what you're doing. You always want to be consciously aware of your goals, of what you're trying to achieve and accomplish. You don't want to be, well, I had a dream and now the dream said, I was going to meet Brad Pitt and then we were going to, no. That's a fantasy. And that speaks to a deeper need. And that's what it's really about, not about merging with your fantasy. And so you really want to know where Neptune is in your astrology, and you can do that by getting your natal chart done. I have a free natal chart on my homepage, and you can just Google it. There's a million websites that offer free natal charts. but it would help you to know where your sun is and where Neptune is in regards to that sun. Because this energy is pretty strong here, with the Jupiter opposing Neptune, making Neptune even bigger. And you know, you've got the business going on there in the area of relationships, alliances, partnerships, and Mars taking his turn for reverse there, April 17th through June 29th. Then he backs into the area of work for you. And so Scorpio rules that area of service to the planet, your work, your daily routine, your health habits. And so, you know, think of it that way. You know, are your partnerships making you feel good, or do they make you feel not so good? You're going to have an opportunity to revisit this. I'll talk more about this in May and June as Mars moves back into Scorpio. Right now, he's in the area of relationships for you. And it is about looking at your alliances and your partnerships and seeing how they serve you. You don't want to do karmic relationship where you're doing all the giving and you're not receiving. You're doing all the work, but you're not getting your needs met, right? So you really want to look at what's working for you, what isn't working for you. Rely on yourself, though, because no matter what's going on with Neptune and Mars and Jupiter, the way out is through Gemini, and that's you. And if you rely on yourself and you trust your own instincts, you're going to do great, no matter what the planets are doing. Because even if Neptune is confusing you, your intuition will not fail you. Your gut instincts will not fail you. And if your instincts say, here's what's going on over here, trust that. The mind can be fooled. The ears can hear it wrong. The eyes can be fooled. But the instincts, the intuition cannot. And so, trust your instincts. Trust your intuition. It's a good month for you. There's a lot of positive energy happening for you. And it is all about lighting you on fire and sending you on towards your purpose in life, your goals in life, and making that happen for you. And you can accomplish a great deal this month. So for those of you looking for love, it's on. Mars is there. And, you know, with Saturn there, you could be building a very strong partnership, right? With Mars there in reverse, it's an opportunity to look at what are your needs in these alliances, in these partnerships, intimate partnership, professional partnership, and are those needs being met? Only you can answer that. Financially, with that Aries energy, there is something happening in the money you make from the business you own or the money you make from the company you work for. And it's very exciting. As well as that grand earth trine could be bringing you money through family. It could be bringing you money through inheritance. It could be bringing you money through property, through investing. Career. Are you going after those goals of yours? Are you going after that promotion? Now is the time to do it. April is the time to go after, you know, especially up until Mars goes retrograde. But that has more to do with alliances with you. Using the Aries energy to go after that promotion, after that goal, could serve you really well. Spiritually, it's on, especially as we move into Taurus. That brings you into behind the scenes and working to finish unfinished business, working to use your meditation time to, you know, focus on what you want to accomplish. Health, I'm not seeing any challenges there. The Scorpio full moon will bring your attention to that area, which is about, I coach you to practice extreme self-care, right? Because your wealth is in your health. The better you feel, the more you can create. The more you can create, the more you attract. And you're here to live your best life. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing, and Google Plusing my podcast, Gemini. You're so awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock! And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your astrology, it's very easy. The link is below in the Show More section. You go to my astrology page, you purchase a session. Upon checkout, you get the link to my schedule, and we're working together. Or if you're interested in coaching, that link is below in the Show More section. You go to my coaching page, you purchase a session. Upon checkout, you get the link to my schedule, and we're coaching you. So until next time, Gemini, you're on fire, and you're driven by purpose.